All of us are guilty of being extremely inappropriate after a few drinks at some point in our lives, but some of these fun and seemingly innocent behaviors can end up being the death of us. While most of us would pride ourselves in being careful drinkers, we do exaggerate our capacities. But it's one thing to get drunk and dance on tables, and another to drive while drunk. Most drunk drivers do not realize not only the risk they're at, but also the risks faced because of them. In India, the legal age to drink varies from state to state, but in some states it starts from 18, while in other states the permissible age is 21 and goes up to 25. Section 185 of the Motor Vehicles Act, 1988, states that driving while drunk or under the influence of drugs is a punishable offence. The permissible blood alcohol content in India is set at 0.03 per 100 ml of blood, which implies 30 mg of alcohol per 100 ml of blood. This is approximately 2 beers. Once a person is caught driving under the influence, they are immediately tested within 2 hours of the arrest for alcohol level in their blood through breathalyzer test and blood test. In case of driving while under the influence, if the breathalyzer test shows an alcohol level above the permissible limit, the offenders are liable to pay up to 10,000 rupees fine and/or could be imprisoned for 6 months. An offender, if caught causing harm of any sort to another person while driving drunk, has to be booked under Section 308 of the IPC for an attempt to commit homicide. Almost 19 Indians die every day from drunken driving accidents, which is a huge number in India alone. If you're busted driving under the influence, you can be booked for violating Section 185 of the Motor Vehicles Act, 1988, and will have to pay a fine of 2,000 to 10,000 rupees and/or face a 6-month jail term. If you're booked for a second violation within 3 years, you might have to pay up to 4,000 rupees and be jailed for 2 years. But that's not all. The cop could also book your friend riding shotgun or in the back for letting you drive drunk under Section 188 of the Motor Vehicles Act. So when you drink, make some basic ground rules for yourself. Always have a sober friend around you who can drive you home and take care of you when you need them. Do not drink more alcohol than you can handle. If you do not have a sober friend at the party, call a cab. It's the easiest and most efficient solution to keep yourself and everyone around you safe. Drunk driving has been responsible for at least 70% of all fatal road accidents in Delhi, which reports between 1,500 to 1,700 road fatalities and 6,000 to 75,500 grievous injuries in road accidents every year. Keeping in mind these numbers, we have to realize that DUIs are not just a faraway threat, but a very sad reality. College students and office goers alike both have been part of terrible mishaps under the influence. Those street signs we see may all have a rhyme scheme that makes us giggle, but they do shine some light on the gravity of the situation. Look after yourself. Period.